What makes a good boss battle? Well, it's not a simple answer. A bunch of factors go into this decision. Player interaction, difficulty, story relevance, mechanics, character, level design, and the enigmatic it factor, where the battle's just so good, no one can really describe it with words. They just know, that's a good fight. Let me give it some more of that fight. I'll probably cover each of these factors in their own video, but right now, just want to talk about two series in particular that exceed in having memorable boss battles. These are the Souls games from Software and Pokemon, which might not think of Pokemon as having typical like boss battles, but just roll with it. So, as everyone probably knows, the Souls games are best known for wrecking everyone's ass when they first encounter their boss. Dark Souls 3, first boss not that bad. You get to the second boss, you want to just fucking die. You're just like, cool, thanks, I don't like this anymore. I'm just gonna give up now. Thank you, goodbye. But occasionally you go, everyone says this game's good. Might as well go back and keep trying again. And you keep trying again. And you keep trying again. And you look up some YouTube tutorials. And you go, oh, okay, I see. That guy beat him pretty easily. Maybe I should just do that. And then you still fucking die. See, these are what I like to call fuck you, get better kind of fights. There's not much else to it. The game is fair, for the most part. There's some fights that you go, wow, this is just bullshit. There's literally nothing I can do, and it's not fun. But those are rare, but they exist, particularly in Bloodborne. But we can talk about that later. And then you just have little moments where you finally beat him, and everything just feels so good. The world is perfect, life is good, and the boss is fucking dead. And then with Pokemon, you have a different kind, where you have a boss that decides, you know what? Who cares if I'm gonna die a lot or die a little? I got full restore. Just gonna full restore. Thank you. And just gonna keep feeding it. Just keep feeding it, and feeding it, and then you just get really angry. And then all your Pokemon are dead. So then you go, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep grinding. And that's little kid brain. Little kid brain goes, I need to just keep grinding. And usually, Pokemon, that's pretty good unless you're online. So that's fine. And then you get that nice feeling every single time you go to the gym. You go, oh, this is going really test me. Except probably not. You probably just grinded up your starter, and that starter just carry you all the way up until you get to the Elite Four. That's when the real shit starts going down. You beat that first one, you're like, okay, that's okay. I'll just heal up. And you realize, I can't do that. I have to fight the next guy, and I can only use items I have. And if you did not prepare, good luck. And then, so you start on the next guy. It just gets a little bit worse, but you're not dead, so you just keep going. You get the third guy. You might die, depends on what type matching you have, and how balanced your team is. So you're like, okay, I got this. And if this is the early Pokemon games, it's pretty unfair, because you had things like psychics and dragon types and ice types that were all just not balanced, and then you're just playing. Well, you have the problem of the battle is just stupid, just really stupid, and so you end up with the last battle where oh shit, I've lost 3 Pokemon. Alright, time to revive them all, but now they're all at half health, and you have to decide, am I going to use up my potions, or am I going to save them for the next battle? So you save them for the next battle. You beat him. You beat through the Elite Four, then you go to the champion. And this shit is where it's real cool. Because throughout the whole game, you've been battling your rival. Now this little asshole, well, he's just never really nice to you. He's always a step ahead of you somehow. He's always mocking you. He's always gonna try to beat you because his starter has a type advantage. Doesn't matter what he's doing. And somehow he's already the champion. He beat the champion. He said, "Fuck you, I'm the champion now." So you're like, okay, this is pretty sick. The final boss is the same boss I've been fighting over and over and over and over. So you beat his ass. Depending, maybe it's the first try you're just that good. Probably not the first try, because if you're like me, you had little kid brain and you just didn't like preparing, so he just kept trying and trying and trying and trying. So the little kid brains, we're not that smart. But we beat him, and we're just like, oof, so good. And we know that we, Red, are the champion. And then they release Pokemon Gold and Silver. The same concept. You battle through all the gyms. You battle through the second region this time. You battle through all the same gyms from the first game. Maybe some changes here and there. There's some new gym later to make things all new and fancy. So you get through that. You get through the Elite Four. You go, okay, that was pretty sick. Then you go and you go to the mountain. Don't remember the name. I'm going to look it up later. I'll put it in the video. You go to the big old mountain. Go to the mountain. You get to the top. There's this guy over there. You go, wait, who's this guy? You realize it's you from the first game. Now that's pretty sick. You get to fight yourself. As a little kid, you didn't think, oh, I exist within the universe. You're just you. Your character wasn't another character, but they just threw you in there as a boss. And this time you got all the starters. You got a Venusaur, you got a Charizard, you got a Blastoise. He's wrecking your shit. He's the highest level boss in the game. You don't even know what you're doing. And it's just, oh god, it's something. And you don't know what to do with yourself. And you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose a lot. He's like level 80. Even when you're like level 100, you can beat your shit. And so, you lose a lot. You beat him, you feel real good. That feeling you get when you beat yourself. You have improved upon your past self. You have beat yourself. You have surpassed everything you were. And you just feel so good. And then Dark Souls takes that up to a whole new level in Dark Souls 3. Bringing it back onto those Souls games. Dark Souls 3, final boss, Soul of Cinder. Who is this Soul of Cinder? Well, he's technically every character that you've played as. Everyone that's ever played. Because he's everyone that lights the fire in the game. I'm probably not making any sense if you don't know these games, but it doesn't matter. Basically, you're fighting yourself in those games too. And that shit real hard. So yeah. You're just fucking killing yourself. You get that nice feeling that you've been wanting every time you fight a boss that I want to fucking die, and this time, either way, you're gonna fucking die. You're either killing your past self or you're killing your current self. So it's just real good. In both those games, they really understand. The player must have a sense of accomplishment. You must feel real good. You make someone feel bad about themselves, and not in some way tell them this is what you're doing wrong. Well, they just don't know what to do. It's just not going to be a fun fight. They don't know what they're going to do. They don't know how they're going to do it. It's just not going to go well for them. That's where a lot of boss battles, they go wrong. I don't know really how this could be applied to other games, but I'll figure that out. Make a follow-up. Probably edit this out. Add some more stuff in. So I'm going one burst right now. Zero retakes. We can figure this out later. Okay.